It's the year 2026, and you're about to start the longest road trip in history. Your destination, Neptune, the final planet in the solar system. Along the way, you'll stop at every planet, cross the asteroid belt, and even drive through Saturn's rings. But before you leave, there's something you should know. By the time you arrive, everyone you know will be gone. Because this road trip won't take days, it won't take years, it won't even take centuries. Our journey begins at the sun, and already, our first destination is waiting ahead. Mercury, the closest planet to the sun. At 58 million kilometers away, it's the nearest stop on our journey. So let's start driving. After 5 months on the road, our first destination finally appears ahead. Mercury. A tiny gray world covered in craters and ancient scars left behind by billions of years of impacts. Despite being the closest planet to the sun, Mercury isn't the hottest planet in the solar system. Daytime temperatures can reach 430 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. But even that isn't enough to claim the title, because up ahead lies Venus, and things are about to get much hotter. After another 7 months on the road, Venus finally comes into view. A pale yellow world hidden beneath thick clouds. But beneath them lies the hottest planet in the solar system, hotter even than Mercury. With temperatures reaching 470 degrees Celsius, Venus is hot enough to melt aluminium. Not exactly somewhere you'd want to stop for long. So after a quick look, it's time to continue our journey. After another 5 months on the road, a familiar sight finally appears ahead. Earth, home. It's now the year 2027. Back on Earth, your friends are getting on with their lives. Your family is carrying on without you. Everyone you've ever known is still down there, living, working, growing older. And while you've only been driving for a little over a year, this is the closest you'll ever be to them again. Because from this point on, every stop gets further apart. Every journey gets longer. And every year on Earth passes a little faster. As tempting as it is to stay, our road trip must continue because somewhere beyond the darkness ahead lies Mars. Just 10 days into your journey to Mars, you pass Earth's oldest companion, the Moon, Earth's best friend for over 4 billion years. Believed to have formed when a Mars-sized world slammed into the young Earth, its gravity still controls our tides today. At roughly a quarter of Earth's size, it's one of the largest moons relative to its planet in the entire solar system. As the moon disappears behind us, the next world finally begins to grow ahead. Mars. By now you've been traveling for almost 2 years. Back on Earth, it's 2028. Your friends are 2 years older. Life has carried on without you. And if humanity's plans go well, there could even be people living on Mars by now. But surviving here wouldn't be easy. With almost no oxygen and freezing temperatures, an unprotected human would last only minutes. Home to the largest volcano in the solar system, Mars has fascinated humans for centuries. But compared to what's waiting ahead, this is the last normal checkpoint on our journey. Because beyond Mars, we leave the inner solar system behind, and the distances ahead become almost impossible to comprehend. But first, we need to pass through nature's toll booth, the asteroid belt, a vast ring of rock and debris separating the inner and outer solar system. As enormous asteroids drift across the highway, we carefully weave our way through. Beyond these ancient rocks lies Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system. You've been traveling for over 8 years now. Back on Earth, it's 2034. Children born when you left are now starting secondary school. And ahead of you sits the solar system's titan, Jupiter, the largest of the gas giants. Over 1,300 Earths could fit inside it. And if you fell into its atmosphere, you'd be crushed, frozen, and torn apart, long before reaching a surface that doesn't actually exist. Another 10 years pass before the next giant finally appears. Saturn. Back on Earth, it's now 2044. The children who were starting secondary school when we reached Jupiter are now adults. Famous for its rings, Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system, Those rings may look solid from a distance, but they're actually made of billions of pieces of ice and rock. And for the next part of our journey, we'll be driving straight through them. For the next few weeks, Saturn's rings become our highway. Surrounding us are billions of chunks of ice and rock, some no bigger than a pebble, others the size of a house. Despite stretching nearly 300,000 kilometers across, the rings are surprisingly thin. In some places, thinner than a skyscraper is tall. And as beautiful as they are, one wrong turn at this speed would bring our journey to an abrupt end. Eventually, Saturn disappears behind us. And for the first time since leaving Earth, the road ahead feels truly empty. 42 years later on the road, a pale blue-green world finally appears ahead. Uranus. Back on Earth, it's now 2086. Most of the people alive when you began this journey are gone. The world you left behind would be almost unrecognizable. Unlike the planets we've passed so far, Uranus rotates on its side, as if it was knocked over long ago. A year here lasts 84 Earth years, long enough for an entire human lifetime to pass before Uranus completes a single orbit of the Sun. And somehow, we're still only one stop away from our destination. After another 110 years on the road, our final destination finally emerges from the darkness: Neptune. It's now the year 2196. Everyone you knew when this journey began is long gone. Entire generations have lived and died. Countries may have changed. Humanity itself could be almost unrecognizable. Yet somehow, after all this time, we finally made it. The most distant planet in the solar system. A dark blue world where winds can reach over 2,000 kilometers per hour. And the end of the longest road trip in human history. From the Sun to Neptune. Past every planet in the solar system. Through the asteroid belt. And even Saturn's rings. 4.5 billion kilometers. 170 years. And one very long road trip. I'd say it's time to head home. But that journey might take even longer.